Hello everyone, this is Mr. Avinash Angadi, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Today we will discuss about the derivation of bearing capacity equation. Learning outcome: at the end of this session, student will be able to derive Terzaghis bearing capacity equation. And Terzaghi bearing capacity theory, and Terzaghi was the first to propose the comprehensive theory for evaluating the safe bearing capacity of shallow foundation with assumption of rough base. Okay, and Terzaghi is given some assumption. The first assumption is soil is homogeneous and isotropic. The shear strength of soil is represented by Mohr-Coulomb criteria. And third assumption is the footing is of a strip footing type with rough base. It is essentially a two-dimensional plane strain problem. Okay, elastic zone has straight boundaries inclined at an angle equal to the horizontal. And fifth assumption is passive force has three components. It's PPC produced by cohesion, and PPQ produced by surcharge, and P gamma produced by weight of soil, unit weight of soil. And sixth assumption is effect of water table is neglected. And next assumption, footing carries concentric and vertical load, and limit equilibrium is reached simultaneously at all the points, and that time complete shear failure is mobilized at all the points at the same time. Okay, then the properties of foundation soil does not change during the shear failure. Your properties of foundation soil does not change during the shear failure. And next, limitations of Terzaghi's bearing capacity. The first limitation, this theory is applicable to shallow foundation only. Okay, and as the soil compresses, angle of internal friction is increases, which is not considered. Hence, fully plastic zone may not develop at the assumed angle of internal friction. Okay, all points need not experience limit equilibrium condition at different loads, and these are limitations of Terzaghi's bearing capacity. Okay, now we will derive the Terzaghi's bearing capacity equation. You see, this is our ground level. Okay, ground level, and this is your strip footing which is having width of B. Okay, compresses the foundation soil underneath due to the vertical loads from the superstructure. This is vertical loads from the superstructure. Let this QU be the final load at which the foundation soil experiences failure due to the mobilization of plastic equilibrium condition. Okay, this is our ground level, and this height is depth of the foundation, and exactly this depth of the foundation we will filling the soil after excavation. And after filling this soil, it will create the overburden pressure, effective overburden pressure. Q is equal to gamma into dF. This gamma is unit weight of soil, and this dF is depth of the foundation. Okay, we will consider as a 3 zone, and this is your first zone, and this second zone is a radial shear. See, this is your radial shear. Okay, and this is your third zone at an angle of 45 minus pi by 2, and this line you can extend it up to ground level. I can also, your angle is of pi. Now you can give some notations consider this triangular A, B, D and E, F and G, I and ground level this K and J. Okay. Next, you consider only this part of the strip footing. Okay, and this part you can assume as a equilibrium condition. Okay, and first step you consider vertical forces. Okay, vertical forces QU, this is your one vertical forces, and you multiply by this width of the foundation. Okay, we will get the vertical force QU into B is equivalent to, and upward forces. Next you consider upward forces. Upward forces is first PP, passive pressure at an angle of pi for both the side. That's why we will multiply by 2 PP, passive pressure. And also it will act one more force, this is your cohesion. Okay, cohesion, and you resolve this cohesion at an angle of pi. In that time you consider this angle, an angle of pi, which will acting CA. Okay, and this entire width of the foundation is B. Okay, I am considering only this width, it will get B by 2 divided by cos phi. Okay, 2 CA of sin phi minus 1 by 4 gamma B square tan phi. Okay, you substitute that this CA as a B by 2 of cos phi, it will get the QU into B is equal to 2 of PP plus B into CA into sin phi minus 1 by 4 gamma B square tan phi, and this 1 by 4 gamma B square tan phi is your soil wedge, weight of soil wedge. Okay, the resultant passive pressure PP on the surface of DA and DB. See, this is DA and DB of this passive pressure constitute three components, that is PP of gamma, it means unit weight, and PP of cohesion and PP of surcharge, passive pressure of surcharge. Thus, this total passive pressure is equal to, you can add these three components, unit weight of soil and cohesion and surcharge. Okay, you substitute in first equation here, this is substitute in this first equation, QU into B equal to 2 of PP of gamma plus PP of C and PP of surcharge, it is Q, plus BC into tan phi minus 1 by 4 gamma B square tan phi. And substituting the 2 PP of P gamma minus 1 by 4 gamma B square tan phi is equal to B into half gamma B n gamma, and 2 PP of surcharge, 2 PP of Q is equal to B into gamma into D into NQ, and last term 2 PP of C plus BC tan phi is equal to B into C into NC. Then we will get the generalized equation QU is equal to CNC plus gamma into DF into NQ plus 0.5 gamma B n gamma. Okay, then your C is cohesion and this gamma is unit weight of soil and this DF is depth of the foundation and B is width of the foundation. Okay, and this is the Terzaghis bearing capacity equation for determining the ultimate bearing capacity of a strip footing, where these Nc, Nq, N gamma are Terzaghis bearing capacity factor. Okay, and these bearing capacity factors mainly depend on angle of shearing resistance pi. Okay, and this is sometimes Nc, Nq, N gamma like bearing capacity factors. While calculating your ultimate bearing capacity, sometimes they are not mentioned. In that time you used these three formulas. Okay, like effect of shape of foundation and the shape of the footing influences the bearing capacity, and Terzaghi and other contributors have suggested and the corrections to the bearing capacity equation for shapes other than strip footing based on their experimental findings. Okay, the following are corrections for circular, square and rectangular footing. Okay, then what is your circular footing formula? This Qu is equal to 1.3 Cnc plus gamma into df into Nq plus 0.3 gamma b N gamma. And what about square footing? Square footing Qu is equal to 1.3 Cnc plus gamma df Nq plus 0.4 gamma b N gamma. And last one, rectangular footing. Qu is equal to Cnc 1 plus 0.3 b by L plus Q Nq plus 0.5 gamma b N gamma into 1 minus 0.2 b by L. Your b is width of the footing and L is length of the footing. Now we will solve one problem based on how to calculate safe bearing capacity. Determine the safe bearing capacity of a strip footing 2 meter wide and 2 meter depth resting on a dry sand bed. Consider unit weight of sand is 18 kN per meter square and the bearing capacity factors Nc is equal to 35.5 and Nq is 23.2, N gamma is 22, and corresponding to angle of internal friction is 38 degree, and note down factor of safety is 2.5. First you note down the given data. What is your width of the foundation? Width of the foundation B is equal to 2 meter and depth of the foundation is 2 meter and unit weight of soil is 18 kilonewton per meter square, and also they are mentioned factor of safety. You can note down 2.5. Okay, your first step, you need to find out the ultimate bearing capacity Qu, and what is your formula? Qu is equal to Cnc plus gamma into df into Nq plus 0.5 gamma b N gamma. Okay, your first term become 0. Why? Your footing is resting on sand bed. Okay, in this sand your C is 0, that is your cohesionless soil. Okay, in your unit weight of soil is 18 and depth of the foundation is 2 and Nq is 23.2 plus 0.5 into 18 into 2 into 22, it will get the ultimate bearing capacity. And next step is to find out the net safe bearing capacity. You subtract the ultimate Qns is equal to Qu minus Q. What is your Q? Qu will get 1231.2 minus Q, and how to calculate this Q? Q is gamma into depth of the foundation, and unit weight of soil is 18 and depth of the foundation is 2, it will get 36. Okay, net safe bearing capacity will get 1195.2 kilonewton per meter square. Now you can calculate the safe bearing capacity. Qs is equal to Q net safe divided by factor of safety plus Q, and you already calculate net safe bearing capacity 1195.2 divided by 2.5 plus Q 36, it will get the safe bearing capacity. This is your ultimate bearing capacity value of this footing, and these are references. Thank you.